Welcome. Let me just make sure my mic is on.
Is it on? Is it nice? Okay, cool. Welcome everyone. Before I get right into it, there's a young man that I want to recognize and acknowledge. He always has a great smile. And whenever I kind of catch him once in a while on Facebook, he always has something positive, something really uplifting. And Coach Charlie told me, you know what? He really did really well. He's stepping up for the volleyball team, and he deserves this. He gets, like American Express, you get the black card, the gold card, platinum card. Well, when you come to New Life now, and you really have to distinguish yourself, you get the black shirt. This is the highest color that you can have. It's the best shirt. And it goes like this, in the back it says, I will go. And the reason we go win with I will go means that you have put forth good work. And I want you all to put your hands together for Vangster. So on behalf of Charlie, the volleyball Warriors team, the basketball Warriors, they know what it takes as well too. The staff and the church members, it's for you. You got 10 seconds to share with everyone? What's going through?
Nice. I feel good about it. I mean, like, really good. It doesn't sound like it, but I feel good about it. Thanks.
All right. Yeah, I think he's a little shocked, I think, just a little bit. Van's always like up and cheery and always has a smile. And also my son, literally my son, he's Josh, he's 1 year old. Josh has this little skip. He always skips. He's always like happy. And every morning he gets out there into the school bus. He's always happy. He's like, okay, let's go. We're happy. And he doesn't want me to drive him to school. The school's only maybe a mile away. And I said, come on, let's get in the car, drive in, and we'll walk right into the school. He goes, no, I like to take the bus. I'll get to meet his friends. But you know what? For the last month, he has not been taking the bus. And the reason is this. He's very, very happy. He's out there, and then there's this big kid. No, not very tall, but big and husky kid. And he's always taking this rock, and he's always throwing rocks. He will take sticks and he'll throw sticks. And there's a couple other parents and myself, we'll be saying there, say, don't throw the rocks. You're going to kill someone, you're going to hurt someone, you're going to throw that rock, you're going to hit someone in the eye. And the kid still throws it. And he takes a big one, he smashes it down, and then he breaks into little pieces. And then there are other kids, and then, Josh, stay away. He's going to hit you one day, and by accident, that. So we try to stay away. They're still friends. Everything was cool. And then one day, I wasn't home. I came back, and I was told that Josh took a rock and threw it at this kid, and this kid requires stitches, and he can go to school. That's what I was told. I said, no way. The father of this kid knocked on my door. He came in. I was not home. He spoke with my wife, and now, it was a really awkward moment, and then the father goes to my son, Josh, goes, now we don't throw rocks, do we? And Josh goes, no. And then I was just told that Josh apologized, my wife apologized to this man, and I got home and I said, Josh, did you throw the rock at the kid? He goes, no, Dad. I go, why did you apologize? What happened? Well, I apologized because I felt bad, and he felt bad, and he got hurt. So then I talked to my wife and said, Camille, why did you apologize? They go, I don't know. I just felt bad. Do you know that you just been charged that our kid threw rock? And he was very nice. The man was trying to be very nice. And then you have admitted in his presence that Josh threw a rock, and if he didn't throw a rock, he shouldn't have admitted. Next day, we got a call. The principal. I said, oh, wow, really? So the principal got involved. Josh has to be pulled out of class to be reprimanded and say, you shouldn't have been throwing rocks. I said, this is just really getting out of hand. So the truth of the matter, we got to the conclusion. Here's Josh's story from one side. He goes, Dad, I did not throw the rock. I said, that's fine. What happened? So this kid gets this big stick, puts it on the ground. He takes this big rock, puts it on the ground as well too. So now you've got a stick and you got this big rock right there. He puts a little rock on the end. It's like a fulcrum. He goes, he steps on it, and then the rock comes up and hit him right on the eye. Unbelievable. He hit himself. Just get himself. But instead of saying, I did it myself to myself, he pointed to Josh because Josh was right there. And we were like, I couldn't believe it. Josh, is that what happened? And I was not there. My wife was not there. So we said, were there any other parents that were out there? And there was one parent that was out there. But she didn't see the incident. She was in the car. So then we said, let's find out. We just need to find out the truth. I don't want to take my son's word for it. I just want to know the truth. I support him, but I want to know the truth. So then we spoke with this woman. And the woman said, yeah, this kid, he comes, and blood was coming down, and he was just crying, and then we got him into the car, and I drove him back home to make sure he get to the doctors and everything else. So while the kid was in the car, the parent asked the kid, so what happened? And the kid didn't say anything that Joshua rocked. The kid was just crying, a little nervous. And then the parent goes, did you throw rock at yourself and hit yourself? And he was like that. So we knew. And the principal came out. The principal interviewed the kid and my son as well too. Long story short, let me answer you guys a question. How do you deal when people point fingers at you? How do you deal when, no, you have a good relationship going on, everything's cool, but things are happening to you? How do you deal with stuff when, no, they may be friends, but then someday something happened and all of a sudden they become your enemies? That's today's message. How do you deal with that? We want love so much within our hearts, but when we come across relationships that are fractured, how do you deal with that? Take your pen. Please read, nice and loud. The title, All You Need Is Love, The Impossible Love, with a question mark. That's the first building. This is the impossible love, is it? Is it the impossible love? Please read Luke 6:27-30, nice and loud. But I tell you, who hear me, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. If someone strikes you on one cheek, turn to him the other also. If someone takes your cloak, do not stop him from taking your tunic. Give to everyone who asks you, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, do not demand it back. Take a pen, please. This is how we do it in New Life now. This is Jesus speaking. He goes, but I tell you who hear me. Oh, wow, underline who hear me. Can you hear? Can you hear Jesus' words? Yes. He goes, catch this. Love your enemies. Circle love your enemies. I'm going to have you do something a little different today. Love your enemies. Circle that. Catch this. Do good to those who hate you. Put a number 1 on top of hate. Bless those who curse you. Put a number 1 on the word curse. Pray for those who mistreat you. Put a number 2 on mistreat. If someone strikes you on one cheek, underline strikes you on one cheek, put a number 2 on there. Turn to him also the other. If someone takes your cloak, underline takes your cloak, everyone, number 3, everyone say 3, so you're going to go with me. Do not stop him from taking your tunic. Give to everyone who asks you. And if anyone takes what belongs to you, underline takes what belongs to you, put a number 3 right there. Do not demand it back. Demand it. Attention. Is this impossible? Raise your hand if you think this is impossible. Can you truly love your enemies this way? Who thinks it's possible? Raise your hand. Okay, hands are all down. And one goes, I saw jumping like, oh. Seriously speaking, who thinks this is utterly impossible? Just being frank, seriously. The way it is written. You know what's my first thing? I go, Lord, Jesus, you must be kidding me. I can't do this. This is impossible. Are you serious? Are you serious? I have to love my enemies. And not only that, he tells you what you have to do. You have to bless them. You have to do good to them. And you have to pray for them. And he goes like this. If someone takes your coat, that's a cloak. That's like a jacket, that's what it said. If someone takes this away from you, what did he say? What did Jesus say? Give them your underwear, the tunic. He said, Lord, get out of here. And then if someone takes something from you and says, no, don't demand it back. And there's this book that I'm looking into for this. It says Save People. And it's written by Dr. Henry Cloud, the Christian counselors. And he goes like this: there are three types of categories that you can put people together. The people that are enemies, because you know and I know right now, we're not in Afghanistan. We're not in war. You don't have a uniform that distinguishes you as Americans. And there is not a uniform out there that you walk around New York City when you go to school, when you go home, and you say, hey, that's the enemy, and he has the enemy's uniform, and I can recognize that. Is that true? So who are your enemies? How do you distinguish who are your enemies, and who are hurting you? So here's what this guy did. He says, there are three categories. You could kind of group them together. The first categories are abandoners. Everyone say abandoners. Abandoners. They leave you. They just totally leave you. And some of us, true, have been left by parents, by moms and dads. They checked out. Some of us, and some of the kids that I know, their parents have checked out before they were even born. That's first category. Abandoners. But you might be together physically, and they may have checked out on you emotionally as well too. They really don't care about you. They don't care about you. And the feelings that you might have is, wow, they really hate me. Remember I had you put the number 1 there? Those are abandoners. They really hate me. Does my dad really hate me that much? Does my husband really hate me that much? Does my wife hate me that much? So the first group is abandoners. And we're asked to bless them. There are people who curse you as well too. So the first group, according to what this office is, they're abandoners. And the second type, we see it more so every day as well too. They criticize. They criticize you. One way or another, they're going to put you down. They're not just your teachers. They could be very dear to you. They could be very, very close to you. They could be at church as well too. They could be your pastor. They could be your minister. They could be your co-workers. But they're constantly criticizing you. Are you getting it? Do you get that? And how do you deal with that when people are always pointing a finger at you, putting you down, putting you down, putting you down? And Jesus says, pray for them. I said, oh Lord, isn't that hard? And then there's a third group of people, and we face it all the time. They're the ones that, what this author calls, they're irresponsible people. Irresponsible people are like this. You got $2? Can I borrow $2? I'll pay you back tomorrow. Can I borrow $10 from you? Come on, man, you got the shirt. Come on, can I get $10 from you? And let's just say, man gives me $10. I'll pay you back in a week. I'm not even thinking about that. Have friends come up to you for money, and they did not pay you back? And you're like wondering, wow, come on, let's be real. $1, a treat here and there is one thing, but you ask for $100. I have people that owes me like more than $1,000. I have people that really owe me more than $1,000, and they've not paid me back. And what did Jesus say? Let it go. It's fine. What? You are kidding? I can't do that. So that's what God is saying. Love your enemies. But there are irresponsible people who not just take your money and not pay it back. There are irresponsible people that hurt you by their words. Is that not true? Is that not true? But it's just like that little boy that spread that lie against my son Josh. That is irresponsible behavior. Irresponsible behavior, how do you deal with that? And as a minister, and as I could teach Josh, we have to love this kid. We have to love the father, we have to love the mother, we have to love them. So how do you do this? This is so difficult. Would you say it's practically impossible? I want to tell you something. I want to change your perspective today. I want to share something with you that when you leave today, that no matter if you've been abandoned, no matter if you've been criticized, no matter if there are people who are irresponsible to you, and all that love is drained out from your life, and you have to face and deal with it every day, I want to share something with you today. That you can walk out today and be able to love these people. Yes. Everyone say yes. Yes. I want to share something with you that will change your perspective of what love is. So that, just like my initial response is, Lord, you must be kidding me. I can't do this. And then as I go through the book of Luke, as I understand what love is, I said, Lord, I think I may be able to do this. You see that? And now when you're able to love those people who are so-called your enemies, that way, your life changes. All for the good. Take your pen. Let's go to the second point. The impossible love is blank through Jesus. What do you guys think? Possible. Only. Cool. The impossible love is only possible through Jesus. Very good. Very good. Excellent. No haters here. You see? That's another group. Please read 1 John 4:7-8. Nice and loud. Dear friends, let us love one another. For love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Take a pen. You got to get this. This is from John. He goes like this. Dear friends, dear New Life Nowers, dear warriors, let us love one another. Underline love one another. Second word for. That's key. Because that word for is because love comes from God. Now watch this. Everyone. Underline everyone. That's you and that's me. Everyone who loves, check out the criteria. There are two conditions. Everyone who loves has been, number one, born of God. Circle that. And what's the second condition? Yell back to me.
No.
Circle that. Put number 2 right there. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Circle God is love. So there are two conditions right there. You could love. This impossible love is really possible. But here's two conditions for two criteria that comes into your life first. It's very, very simple. It goes like this. Number 1, the first condition, you're born of God. I'm not going to go into it right now, but you're born of God. You know that. What's the second condition? That you know God. The word know God is that you have this relationship with God. You get to know who He truly is. And if you're born of God, and you start to know who this God is, He rubs off on you. He truly rubs off on you. He changes your heart from the inside out. So that no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what type of people you're dealing with, abandoners and criticizers and irresponsible people, there's just still this love within your heart that grows and grows. So that's the first point. I want to show you what true love is. And that we have it up here, and we can apply it in our lives. Take your pen. Understand the principles of true love. Understand the principles of true love. I'm going to give you the principles. There are 3 right here today. When you understand the principles of true love, now you can apply it. Take your pen. The first one is divine. The first one is divine. Everyone say divine, please.
Divine.
Please read Luke 6:32-34, nice and loud. If you love those who love you, time out, let's all read it together, nice and loud. Let me get it from you. Luke 6:32-34, nice and loud. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. Take a pen. Very, very simple. If you love those who love you, underline that sentence. If you love those who love you, what credit, circle what credit is that to you? Just circle what credit. Even sinners love those. Underline even sinners. I'm going to continue. And if you do good, underline do good to those who are good to you, what credit? Everyone say what credit?
What credit?
Circle what credit is that to you? Even sinners, underline even sinners. And if you lend to those, underline lend to those are actions now, from whom you expect repayment. Everyone say?
What credit?
Circle what credit is that to you? Even sinners, underline even sinners. Lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid for. So the first thing is this, very, very simple. You have to have this right here. You are totally able, seriously speaking, you are totally able to love those who have hurt you. You could use the word enemies. That's very, very harsh. So instead of using just the word enemies, I replaced it with abandoners. I replaced it with criticizers and irresponsible people. Because I think that's a little more descriptive of people that we face, right? They're not in uniforms. You can't go around and say, you're my enemy. And that does not happen. I gave you 3 categories. And now you have to have something that's up here to totally understand it. The first thing is this, it's very, very simple. You gotta go to McDonald's. Seriously, you gotta go to McDonald's. I went to McDonald's this morning. I was like, wow, okay. I don't have too much money, so what should I buy? And they said no, $3.95 for a Big Mac. I said, okay, that's pretty good. Then there was this little post that goes, buy one, get one free fish sandwich, fish fillet, buy one, get one free. How much is that, ma'am? Go $3.95, same price, of course I'm gonna get two. Yes. Who's the lucky person here today? So first thing you gotta do, yeah, sure, look at this. Oh, see, now you guys are like talking. Now you guys are like, just because of a filet sandwich. Now catch this. What did Jesus say? If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? So, since Emily and myself were friends, now I usually buy her dinner. I usually buy her lunch, so I gotta kind of switch it around, so I'm gonna have to change the story. Since Emily always buys me dinner, and since Emily always buys me lunch, I got something for you, Emily. Come on up. She's smiling at me already. Come on up. Give her some love. I got something for you. Yes. Catch this. If she's always buying me lunch, and she's always buying me dinner, sambohan, well, that should be Steve. And I just got her back a fish sandwich. Have I loved her? Seriously, have I loved her? What credit? That's what it says. She did something good to me. I did something back good to her. If she did not do anything good to me, I would not have done her the fish sandwich. But because she did something good to me first, I did something back to her. Is that love? So again, we say yes. Some of us say yes. But Jesus says, what kind of love is that? Is that divine love? No. That's humanistic love. You do something good to me, I'll do something good to you. You do something good to me, I'll do something good to you. And Jesus goes like, what credit is that? What credit? What credit? The word credit means, have you done something more so, out of the norm? Love gives. You understand what I'm saying? Love gives. She gave me something, so I returned something back to her. It's a business transaction almost. We have not loved, and I have not loved when I gave that to her. Are you doing it? It's purely just reciprocal. Not even an act of kindness. There's an act of kindness. Emily, I drew you a picture. Love doesn't love. Here's an act of kindness. Who walks around? Some of you have done it. Don't walk by. Passing out a gift package, some water. Raise your hands. You've done it in New Life. You've done it at Don't Walk By. And we take this, and we look for those who are in need. The poor, right? They're in need. Oh, I feel so bad for them. Oh, it's the winter. I hope they have some gloves, maybe a hot chocolate. And so we give. Now, am I getting anything in return? I'm not getting anything in return. Is it different now? Is it a little bit different compared to Emily and myself? Emily brought me dinner, brought me lunch, and I gave something back. And Jesus says, what credit is that to you? Have I loved? No, I have not loved. But if there's a needy person out there and I brought something, if I give something to that person, have I loved? Yes, there's a type of love that's there. There's an act of kindness. That's an act of kindness. That is love. So watch this. Jesus goes, no. You have to give this to someone who's your enemy. Because everyone does that. Everyone gives to those who love them. Everyone gives to those who are good to you, right? Don't you give back to those who are good to you? Everyone lends money. Where's my money? I don't have my money. Everyone lends money expecting to be returned. So Stanley, if I lend Stanley $10, Stanley, you gonna pay me back? Quick question. If you're going, really serious question. If I ask you for $50 out of your pocket right now, do you expect me to pay you back? Who expects me to pay you back? Raise your hands. Okay, hands down. Who does not expect to be paid back? Raise your hand. My best friend. Every one of you expects me to pay you back $50. Oh my Lord. What credit is that to you? I'm your minister. What credit is that to you? That's what Jesus said. What have you done that's so different compared to anybody in the world? What kind of love is in your heart right now? It's humanistic. I will love you, I will give you something because you gave me something. I will do good to you because you do good to me. I will lend you money because I know you'll pay me back. That's not love. Everyone does that. And that's why Jesus goes, what credit is that to you? Even the sinners do that. That's not love. So we have the wrong conception of what love is. Are we getting there? That's why it's impossible. That's why it's impossible for you to love, because you got the wrong information up here. So you got to reprogram that. When you have new information, revelation, then you're able to do it. Right now, you cannot love your enemies because you have the wrong understanding, the wrong principles of what love is. Are we getting there? So here's the first fill-in. It's divine, because it's come from God. True love is not a gift exchange with loved ones. True love is not a gift exchange with loved ones. All you're doing is just going back and forth. Are we all clear? Are we good? Let's go. Number 2. It is not self-serving. It is not self-serving. Please read Luke 6:35. Nice and loud. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. To get back. But love your enemies. Underline love your enemies. Wow. Really? It's hard. Do good to them. Underline do good to them. Wow, it's really hard. Lend to them. Oh boy, okay, lend to them. Underline lend. Alright, I'm going to love them. I'm going to do good to them. I'm going to lend to them. Here's the condition. Here's the principle. Understand, please. Without expecting. Circle without expecting to get anything. Circle anything back. And here's your feeling. True love gives, but expects what in return? Nothing. Nothing. Everyone say nothing.
Nothing.
Give me your attention. True love gives. Catch this. True love gives. Sam. Did you eat fish, fella? Yes. Give him some love. He's our pianist. True love gives without expecting anything in return. Now watch this, you have to get this. Sam, you got me next week, right? Psalm 05. What did I just do? That's not love. That's a gift exchange. True love gives, I'm not going to expect anything in return. If you give anything to someone, watch this, who thinks you're generous? Do we have some generous people? Cool, cool. If you have given anything to anybody, but in the back of your mind says, you owe me one. You owe me one. Can you do me a favor? Oh, are you sure I can do you a favor? And now the person does you a favor? You owe me a favor. I'm going to cash that back. Who felt that way? Who has ever felt that way? Who has ever practiced that? Keep your hands up. Come on. Keep your hands up. Every one of you. Liars. Cheaters. I can't believe you guys. No, I worked with this coworker a number of years ago. Wow, tough guy. The sweetest guy you will ever know. Goes bends over backward for everybody. Does favors for everybody, all his coworkers. He's one of the managers. And guys love him. And then I would talk to him. And he goes, yeah, no, you're really doing great. And then when he shares with me, he goes, yeah, I do all these favors for my workers. I said, yeah, that's really nice of you. He's a Buddhist. I said, no, is that your faith? Is that your religion? That's really cool. Because I said, now they owe me. I'm like, okay. And he truly believes it. He goes, no, I did something because they needed something, but now they owe me. I would always be able to get something back from them because I did them a big, big favor. Since I did them such a big, big favor, that person knows he owes me. And so there's going to be a time if I need something, I'm going to go back and say, hey, remember what I did for you? Is that love? True love, catch this, does not expect anything in return. It doesn't even expect this. Good job, Kevin. Good job, mister. No self-congratulations. True love does not expect anything in return from each other. You're only bargaining. That's a business transaction. That's not love. You're only holding someone hostage by your good deeds. True love does not expect anything in return. True love does not go, Annie, you did a good job. None of that. You guys should be like, you should go like, you should, totally. And that's the love of God. That's the love of Christ. Last one I leave with you today. Are you guys getting something today? Cool, cool. True love is merciful. That's the last billion. True love is merciful. Everyone say merciful?
Merciful.
Please read Luke 6:35-36, nice and loud. Then your reward will be great, and you will be sons of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. Be a pen. Jesus speaking, we find this in the book of Luke, and we've all been reading the book of Luke, because then your reward will be great, and you will be sons, underline sons. For those of you who are female, put down daughters, and you will be daughters of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful, underline ungrateful. Underline the word wicked. He is kind to the wicked. God is kind to the ungrateful. God is kind to the wicked. Be merciful. Circle, be merciful. Everyone say merciful.
Merciful.
Just as your Father is merciful. Underline. Just as your Father is merciful. Let me get attention first. That's true love. And it is possible. Watch this. The reason I say it is possible is because it's not an emotion. Catch this. It's not based upon emotions. It's not like, I feel so lovey-dovey today. I'm going to give something. I feel so lovey-uppy-uppy. Yes. It's not an emotion. True love looks at the situation. True love is a decision, is very intentional. True love goes like this. When someone is in need, when someone comes to you for help, and that person happened to have hurt you in the past, that person may have abandoned you in the past, that person may have cut you off in the past, that person may have cursed you in the past, that person may have been very irresponsible, that person may not have paid you back the money that he borrowed from you. That person may have been very careless and irresponsible with his or her words this past week or the weeks before, and you're still harboring something. And that person may have criticized you and point fingers and made you feel so low. But watch this. This person comes to you this week and needs your help. And you could just say no so easily. And you could just say, nah. Or you could go like this. It's not emotions. This person has a need. And I could give that cheeseburger. I could give that $5. Because it's mercy. That's what one aspect of love is. Not all of it. There's one good aspect of love to free you of anything that might be holding you back from loving. That's why I said in the beginning, it is impossible. I said, Lord, God, this is so hard. I can't do this. But then when new revelation comes in your mind, you don't expect anything in return. I'm not asking you to be taken advantage of and to be a doormat. People step on you, and they come back and step on you again and say, no, I'm smarter than that. I'm not going to let you step on me. That's not love. You're being a doormat. No. I'm not asking you to be that. I'm asking genuinely, when this person comes back to you and you see this person, and if this person is still in need of help, you make a decision and say, you know what? Okay, I can help you. And that's an act of mercy. And that is love. And when you have that, you could do that for two conditions. Because you've been born of God. To be born of God, remember I said there are two conditions? To be born of God means you have the DNA of God. Everyone say DNA.
DNA.
Where does that come from? There's this DNA of God that when you receive Jesus Christ into your heart, the Spirit of God is in you. When the Spirit of God is in you, you have the Father's DNA. The second condition is as you come to know this God, you will say, wow, I don't deserve this. I'm the recipient of mercy. I don't deserve His love. And when you have that understanding, then you could give that gift of love to someone else. Are we all there? Are we all cool? So we'll catch this up. Last one. One of Josh's favorite burger is White Castle. Seriously speaking, White Castle. 15 minutes away. So I'm like with Josh, and I said, Josh, what you want? What you want for dinner? I don't feel like cooking today. He said, okay, Dad, how about let's go to White Castle? And then he's staying home, so I'm going to White Castle. I go to White Castle. I said, how many do you want? 5 is good. 5 cheeseburger with bacon. And a sack of French onion rings, please, Dad. I said, I got you. So I'm driving to White Castle. He wants 5. I ordered 1 for myself, seriously. So we got 6. 1, yes, 1.
What's in it?
So I got 1. And so I'm ordering at the counter, and the person was, a little slow. It's fine. Not necessarily like really focusing on the order. Talking with coworkers, kind of slow. No, it's totally fine. Everything's cool. I have patience. I could deal with it. I got my order, went home, and then before that, they gave me this little survey. Some of you guys probably have something like this. They give you a survey, fill it out. Now, I was like, yeah, I'll keep it. I'll figure out what to do with this. So I usually throw these things away, but no, it's White Castle. Josh loves it. Might as well keep it. It goes like this. If you fill out the survey, wow, you might even get like 2 or 3 other burgers next time. Or you go, wow. I said, that's cool. So I went online, filled it out. As I'm filling it out, I didn't know what, it was nice and simple, but they were very, very specific. I thought I could be very general with my comments, but the survey was very, very specific. When did you go? What time? Who served you? Etc., etc., etc. What was your experience like? Was the place clean? Was the customer service? And I could not, in my heart, put down good customer service because I could not receive it. But if I want the burgers, the 3 burgers, I have to put down bad, negative comments. And I thought to myself, this person will get in trouble probably. Or some type of reprimand, or some type of discipline, or some type of retraining. Are you guys getting me? I could just easily, I don't care, just write this whole thing down. I'm going to get my 3 burgers in the coupon, online probably. I stopped. I froze. Did not submit, delete, X'd out, done. Because I didn't want this person to get in trouble. Are you guys hearing me? Even though I could get something advantage of. So for this week, here's what I want you guys to do to practice mercy. There's going to be so many of these acts of mercy that you could practice. The person does not deserve it. But by practicing those little acts of mercy, you're able to love those who may have offended you. And there will be people who may offend you this week, criticize you, and instead of your normal response, I just ask that you pause for a moment, just a brief moment, and think, and say, is that love? And can I go above what my normal love is, the humanistic, to the point that it is divine now? That I could say, yes, I have this love that's from the Father, and I can share it with my world through mercy. Let us pray.